Hello, all you hardcores. How you doing? So see from Poker's Corner. The biggest job in sport. Back in the land of Nod. I just want to say, I just found out today that a friend of mine who was a mentor to me when I was a young man, I went to stay at his bed and breakfast in Hyde Park. But he's called Tley. He passed away 3 weeks ago. I'm stunned, actually. I booked into his daughter and their mum and the grandkids in town today. So awful news for me, that awful. I didn't know. Shows you, doesn't it? You think people that are strong can last forever? Half the time don't wait for no one, does it? So when you see me talking and it's signing my mouth like that, well, these are the impressions that I used to do. You know, when I was a young man, as a young teenager, I kind of get them from Eric Tley is called from Doncaster. But in my mind all day that he's passed away. He was good friends with Pete Bell. I don't know if you remember Pete Bell, the gym screw from Lindome. I went to see Pete Bell. It's on my channel, that Pete Bell tribute. Me and Dennis went to see him when he was dying on his deathbed. He discovered Jamie McDonald, took him to Dennis's. Poor Eric. Poor Eric, our kid. Thought he'd live till he'd be about 100. Anyway, may you rest in peace. I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's a bit morbid, isn't it, death and that? Let's hope his family are going to be all right. Paul Butler against Jimenez, May 11th, IBO World Title, Ellesmere Port Village. It's a Joe Gallagher show. Joe won purse, but he apparently blew him out of water. So good. Good. Well done. I like Butler, hard trainer, and I wish him all the best on that night. Ellesmere Port Village, May 11th. All right. Stuff, I'm meddling. Right, so good luck to Paul Butler. There's a bit of talk online about Butler winning that fight and defending it against Charlie Edwards. That's what I'm hearing, but this is how I look at it, right? Terry Harper and Steffi are not going to get a bone thrown, are they, from Joe G? And from what I'm hearing, Charlie Edwards ain't gonna. Do I agree with it? I can understand when people are outspoken and egos and this and that, and people getting wrong information and putting things out there, not 100% true. And I can understand why people can fall out in the industry. I wish Charlie Edwards all the best. I wish Joe G all the best. Would I like to see Charlie Edwards against Butler? Maybe. Maybe I would have liked to have seen it if there were a bit of intense beef there, but I think that boat's gone now. And what I've noticed last couple of years, Joe G's a bit of a silent assassin, isn't he? He doesn't shout his mouth off, does he? He's not doing any interviews, is he? Or saying this and that. He goes about his business, doesn't he? And I think he deserves a little bit of credit. I think he deserves a little bit of credit. Eddie tried to cut his legs off. He wasn't going to give any slots out to his fighters, so his fighters were leaving him. And he's regrouped, hasn't he? And it looks to me like, he's got a bit of backing from them at Saudi now. Well, he's running Turkey's gym, isn't he, for him? He's out there all the time, and now he's winning purse bids in UK. I may be wrong. Maybe I should go see him and get him on Channel 8. What do you think? But I wish him all the best. And I wish Morris and Quiggy, Morris Core and Scott Quigg, all the best as well in that gym. And Champs Camp at Moss Side, legendary Champs Camp. It's been going over 30 years. So good luck to him. Bit of talk today about Joshua Going to fight in September. They're talking Joyce, aren't they, for Joshua? That'd be just like me having a fight with a lamppost, wouldn't it, really? The lampost's rooted to the floor. It can't move, can it? I'm just going to be able to do what I want. So Joyce's feet are stuck in quicksand. So are his arms. So are his arms as well. Joshua would light him up. So that's just an easy one. So we're going to go Franklin, Elenius, I call him Hilarious, Wallin. We've done 200 rounds sparring. We had Elenius. Other one in his second fight in Garno. And now Joyce, who's not had 20 fights and he's already finished and been knocked about, 40-year-old next year. So if Joshua fights Joyce in September, are we all supposed to say, well, that's is it 5 on trot he's done? 5 wins on trot. But when you look at them 5 wins on trot, what levels are they all at? You wouldn't put any of those men past British level, would you? Would Franklin beat Fabio Wardley? Would Elenius? Would Wallin? Would Ngannou? Would Juggernaut Joe? Would they all beat Fabio Wardley, British level guy? Or Fraser Clark, British level men? I'm not so sure all them have beat. It's Big Freeze and Fabio. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But if Joshua runs over Joyce, I don't want people emailing me or leaving messages in comments. It's mainly emails we get. Telling me that Joshua's back to his best and this and that. He hasn't shown me since Usyk done him twice. He's not shown me nothing. All they've done is mollycoddled him yet again, like when they handed him the title in 2016, were it? Mollycoddled. All right, so no, I don't want to see Joshua against Joyce. I want to see Joshua in with somebody who's got an heartbeat. That's what I want to say. Not older than 32. I don't want to see all these old men pushing 40, against him. And then I'm told his back is better than ever. Stronger, faster, quicker than a speeding bullet. Load of rubbish. So if it's not Joyce, they say they're looking for a big name, right? A big name to them, Matchroom and Tom Dallas, right? Planker Wood, Tom Dallas, the matchmaker. A big name to them is some guy who's got a bit of a following or a former champion or a former guy who we're going for a title. It'll be nobody at the top of the game. Joyce is not at the top of the game. He's heading down south, pushing 40. His feet are stuck in mud and concrete and glue. And he can't string a sentence together. Have you heard him? He sounds like Scooby. He do. So no, that's a crap fight. Or that'll be his 5th gimme. So Sonny Edwards against Galal Yafai, gold medalist 7-0, 5 by way of against Sonny. He's only got 1 defeat against Bam Bam Rodriguez. So you would put in the top 10 pound for pound. Is that a good fight? Yeah, I think it's too early for Galal. 7 fights in and they're putting him in with a 3-year world champion. What is Sonny, who's just been in with a pound for pounder? That could be right time for Sonny to get him, or could Sonny be over ill and this kid just be getting Sonny at right time? So that to me is pick and fight. So if that happens, it's a good fight. But that really could be Eddie thinking, what am I going to do with Sonny Edwards? I'll put him in with him. So they're having to roll dice, aren't they? Which is good. That's a good fight. Jordan Gill's Zelfa Barrett this weekend in Manchester. I've got Zelfa on points. Zelfa Barrett on points. Jared Anderson against Riyadh Marley or something in Texas this Saturday as well. Is that a good fight? Well, I'm following Jared Anderson because we all want to see where he ends up, but he needs to get a move on, doesn't he? I'm not hearing his name mixed for any of them big Saudi fights. Why is that? Well, people are saying it's because it's complete fighter and he's like kind of like a bogeyman, but we're going to see, aren't we? But good luck to him. Why is Fury Usyk on Sky Sports? We've got Fury this, tied in with Bricktop in here and TNT. Usyk's in with them Saudis. They're not, none of them are with Sky, but yet it's on Sky. Where's DAZN with all their billions? Eddie! $1 billion Eddie! Your words, Eddie. Your words. We've got billions. Well, why are you not winning purse bids for fights or winning bids for platforms to put fights on? Why? Why is that? Why can't you all go out at DAZN and say, do you know what? We're going to put Fury Usyk on our pay-per-view platform. Because it's not the finished article, is it, DAZN? It's not Sky, is it? It's just not quite there. And Eddie knows that, and that's why he's digging Ben Shalom out every single day in the media. Day in, day out. Every single day. You know what I mean? Every single day they're digging him out. Leave the kid alone while he's got his Sky deal. If you don't know what he's doing, Sky will get rid of him. They've got a quality control, Eddie. But when you were there at Sky, look at the garbage you were putting on at the end. When you had your little DAZN side deal. The garbage you were putting on at Sky was shocking. Absolutely shocking. So don't be having a dig at Ben Shalom. Have a look at yourself. Because if DAZN get rid of you, Eddie Hills, you'll be begging to get back on Sky. And if you hate Sky that much, why don't you get rid of all the other sports that you put on Sky and put them on DAZN? You know where your bread and butter is, kid. Eddie Hills thought he could go to DAZN, fill his boots, and come back and be on Sky in that best of both worlds. Not on your Nelly. Not on your Nelly. So why is it not on TNT either? It's not on TNT and it's not on DAZN. All these big hitters, Bricktop and Eddie Hills, little Ben Shalom's ended up with Fury Usyk on Sky. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They'd sell their grannies for a few quid. They can't even get it on their own platforms. And they call me Punch. Oh, right. Right, I think that's about it, really. Max, we might have Max on it next couple of days. If he can get his head out of Big Ron's arsehole. We'll get Max on, see when he's out again. He's telling me a boxer. I'm not hearing any dates, Max. Hey? So, okie dokie. Good win for Adrian King on Big Ron's show. So I'm pleased for Adrian. I'm pleased for Curtis Woodhouse. I like Curtis, a good friend of mine. Comes here. Curtis! Getting a bit of a derby on you lately, kid. Saying that, you might end up getting a game for Steve Bruce now you've got a derby on the Clay's patties, doesn't he, lately? Kurt, I'm sorry. So, all right. So, okie dokie. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Leaving a comment. All right. Well, peace out. Booyaka!